Have Chelsea's next two signings been revealed? Football London are coming out saying that Chelsea are incredibly interested in Portuguese defender Ruben Dias. Treble winning defender from Manchester City, Ruben Dias. They've also spoken about Adeyemi. We're going to be speaking about Viktor Gyökeres and, of course, Osimhen, who is at Galatasaray. Make sure you go down, drop a like if you haven't already. Make sure you have subscribed to the channel. The road to 30K is well and truly on. We are less than 1,000 away now, and around 86% of everyone who's watched the content in the last month or so is not subscribed. So what are you waiting for? Get down and hit that subscribe button. Now, we're going to start with Ruben Dias. This may be a little bit of a longer video because there's a number of stories I wanted to speak about. Ruben Dias, 27 years of age, probably the best centre-back at Manchester City, alongside Vardial, who's so good, even though he's a left-back, but he's a centre-back by trade. Ruben Dias. Now, this is an interesting one because Pep Guardiola never stands in the way of a player who wants to leave. Raheem Sterling, Leroy Sané, Cole Palmer, Gabriel Jesus, Zinchenko. The list goes on and on and on and on. What got me thinking is Ruben Dias at the moment is in the peak of his powers. He is in the peak of his powers. He's won 4 Premier League titles with City. He's won a Champions League and FA Cup. He was in that famous team that won the treble. And his contract expires June 30th, 2027. He's been there 4 years now. He signed his last contract in August 30th, 2021. Now, could he potentially leave to join Chelsea? Maybe. Maybe not, maybe. I don't necessarily know. Now, this article says, Chelsea target Manchester City start ahead of a January as transfer priority emerges. Latest Chelsea transfer news and gossip with updates on Borussia Dortmund forward Karim Adeyemi and Manchester City defender Ruben Dias. Now there he is in his all his glory, and it says Chelsea could be set for a very busy January transfer window based on some of the latest rumours. The Blues are currently enjoying. Why don't I just bring it up on the screen? That'd be a lot easier, wouldn't it? The Blues are currently enjoying an impressive season under Enzo Maresca with Sunday's win over Newcastle. And Chelsea are doing very, very well right now. And it then goes on to say, Chelsea will now look ahead to a midweek clash with, of course, Newcastle United in the Cup. And then it goes on to say, Chelsea linked with Manchester City defender. Chelsea are reportedly expressing an interest in signing Manchester City defender Ruben Dias, according to Team Talk. The reigning Premier League champs are weighing up and allowing the centre-back to leave Etihad Stadium next summer. The report claims that should this happen, Chelsea are moving to show their interest in signing Dias in 2025, and it has been reported that the Blues are keeping tabs on developments around Dias' future with a view of potentially making an offer if given the encouragement that a deal could be agreed. Now, like I said, Chelsea have a weird relationship with Manchester City. And Manchester City, Guardiola will never, ever stand in a player's way when it comes to leaving the football club. Chelsea, in my opinion, are a centre-back, a number 9, and a goalkeeper away from challenging the Premier League. Now, if Chelsea brought in a goalkeeper who is obviously at a very good standard, alongside Ruben Dias and potentially a Viktor Gyökeres or an Osimhen, Chelsea are right up there. They've got some quality players: Caicedo, Cole Palmer, Jackson, Gusto, Reece James, Lavia has improved a lot, Sancho, and Nkunku. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. But they're just lacking to just improve that spine overall, in my opinion. Now, I would be very, 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 very interested to see how Ruben Dias, because I think Chelsea probably could improve his overall salary package. Notoriously, they pay top wages. Has he won everything at Manchester City already? Yes. Is he in a position to leave? I think he's happy there. I think he's comfortable there. He's been there, like I said, 4 years. He's one of the best defenders, in the league, in the world. But do Chelsea have a project where they can go, hang on, you've already won everything at City. Why don't you come over here? I mean, it's, Kovacic has made the move from Chelsea to City, Sterling from City to Chelsea, Cole Palmer. Like I said, there's a weird relationship there. Another one that is getting a lot of spoken about is Karim Adeyemi. And it says Chelsea will reportedly face Paris Saint-Germain in the battle to sign Karim Adeyemi, according to French news outlet Gyokeres for two. PSG have joined the Blues in expressing an interest in signing Borussia Dortmund forward in 2025. The report claims that Chelsea have already made Adeyemi a priority target ahead of the summer transfer window in 2025, and it has been stated, though, if interest from PSG could come in January, which may force the Blues' hand if they do have interest in the Germany international. Now, Karim Adeyemi, an absolute, the guy's got incredible pace. Absolutely incredible pace. I would already argue that Chelsea probably have a few better forwards than him. I would argue that Nkunku, probably Jadon Sancho, definitely Cole Palmer, definitely Jackson are better forwards than this guy. He's only 22. He's got 19 goals and 13 assists in 74 games for Borussia Dortmund. You think back to that goal he scored against Chelsea where, he touched the ball down and just blitzed it through the second half. He's got 21 goal contributions in 50 games in the Bundesliga. He's got 9 goal contributions in 7 games for Dortmund in the Champions League. And he's got 6 goal contributions in 11 for RB Salzburg in the Champions League. So, of course, he's played in the top competitions. He is 22 years of age. When you look at his actual numbers, like per 90, if you are into the data, into the stats, they are very, very interesting in terms of when you compare him alongside other forwards, when you compare him alongside other, he's only on 96. I say only, it's a ridiculous amount of money, but he's only on 96,000 euros. So Chelsea comfortably can improve that overall salary package. I think he probably would move to Chelsea. It's a probably more attractive football club for him, playing in London, playing in the Premier League. Non-penalty goals, he's in the top 6%. Non-penalty XG, he's in the top 20%. NP XG times XAG, he's in the top 15%. His numbers in terms of taking players on aren't the best. Top 26, top 26. This is based on 1,700 minutes, and this is by Opta. But if you compare the players that he's compared to, Barcola's a good player. Mudryk already at Chelsea. Ayoze Perez has had a good season at Villarreal. Inaki Williams, obviously the brother of Nico Williams, he's played well. Johnson's had a good season so far at Spurs. Jared Bowen, obviously we know his qualities, and Martinelli. I do personally believe he would join Chelsea. I just don't know. I think maybe Mykhailo Mudryk and one other forward has got to leave beforehand. They've also got Neto. If you actually look at their forwards, they've got, if we look at the Chelsea bench, which played against Newcastle in the 2-1 win at Stamford Bridge, Chelsea's bench, the question I'd have was, does Adeyemi have a bigger impact off the bench than Mykhailo Mudryk? Of course. I don't think he has a bigger impact than Jadon Sancho, Christopher Nkunku. They've also got João Felix, Sancho, Palmer, Jackson, Madueke. They have got so many forwards. I just don't necessarily think at present he would be my number one option. If I was a Chelsea fan, I'd be looking at someone more like Viktor Osimhen or, of course, Viktor Gyökeres. And Chelsea News have put out today that, on the 29th of January, 29th of October, he said, according to some rumors, he isn't 100% interested in joining Chelsea in the summer. However, this story is going to take a twist and a turn and a twist, and it's going to keep, he's had a good start to life in the Super League for Galatasaray. I do think there will be a lot of traction around this story in January. Is it Arsenal? Is it maybe Man United now that they're getting someone like Almarim? He's got a very, very good record as a player in France for Napoli. He's got a good record so far against in Turkey. 76 goals and 18 assists in 133 games for Napoli. 18 goals and 6 assists in 38 games for Lille. And so far has got 8 goal contributions in 7 games for Galatasaray, including 4 goals and 2 assists. Viktor Osimhen's an interesting one. Chelsea wanted him massively in the summer. Of course, we all know his quality. We know he's a goal-scoring machine. We know he wanted that move away from Napoli. We all know he's not happy. Does he potentially make that move in the summer? I think there's probably more chance. The one that I think Chelsea should move for is the one that I think Arsenal should move for as well, and that is Viktor Gyökeres. This guy has got 13 goal contributions in 9 games in the league. His record in a Sporting Lisbon shirt is absolutely ridiculous. 64 games, 57 goals, and 19 assists. Now, you can take that with maybe a little bit of a pinch of salt because he does play in the League of Portugal. However, his record at Coventry, 43 goals, so 60 goal contributions for Coventry in the Championship. Was part of that team that lost in the playoff finals. Record at Brighton under 21s is good as well. His record for Sporting is essentially where he has got all the news around him. He's got 180 goals and 56 assists, 236 assists in 357 games. He is one hell of a player. One hell of a player. You look at his record, people said, he's only doing it in League of Portugal. And fair enough, his record in League of Portugal is absolutely ridiculous. But look at his record in the Champions League and in the Europa League. Now, obviously, Chelsea should be targeting to get back into the Champions League. That should be their goal. He's got 7 goal contributions in 9 games in the Europa League. And he's got 2 goals in 3 games in the Champions League. Like, the guy's record is absolutely ridiculous. It's nuts. Good record in the Championship as well. FA Cup, he's still got 3 goal contributions. League Cup, 2 goal contributions. 2 goal contributions in the playoffs. Look at that record in League of Portugal. 51 GA in... Oh, apologies, advert. 51 GA. 51 GA in 42 games. Chelsea should be all... If Chelsea signed Viktor Gyökeres and Ruben Dias, I would back Chelsea to go and get top 4 and next season to really challenge and break into the top 3 in the Premier League. If they sign Viktor Gyökeres and Ruben Dias, I think they're just as strong as Liverpool. They're 1 point at the moment off of Arsenal, and they're 6 points off of top of the Premier League. I'm not saying for a moment that I think Chelsea are, going to win the Premier League. I'm not saying that. But right now, Enzo Maresca has really got them firing on all cylinders. Let me know your thoughts down below. Make sure you drop a like. Make sure you have subscribed. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you for watching. I am